Well, hello, welcome back. My name is Joshua Sohn, and this is Composing Live, where we have an up close and personal look at how music is made. Today is part four of a recreation of the masterpiece known as the Moldau by Smetana. It's also called Vlast. Note that this is a condensed version, and so this is not the entire 9 or 10 minute piece, but we are getting a good chunk of that, as you can see here. And hopefully, we can just keep going and see where it goes after, let's say, episode 6 or 8 or 9. The goal is to finish. We'll see how far we get there today. Also, be sure to like this video and subscribe. Share it to your friends. Any help goes a long way. Hello there. There's another friend right there. You can find more ways to support in the descriptions below. Let me silence my phone and let's get started, shall we? I'll go ahead and mute this music if it's playing. And let's go ahead and start the track. Hello, Sam. Good to see your face. Here we go. So we're like halfway through on filling this out. There's a stuck note there. Okay, I'm going to stop there because this is where it repeats. As you can see, even kind of the shape of these notes here, you can see from here to about here, and then same right here, from here to about here, they're the same exact stinking notes. So basically we're repeating from here, from these locators, and then you can just basically copy and paste that over here. So that's basically what I did. With that being said, we need to still fill out all of this and add woodwinds and other things. I'm pretty happy with the way it's turning out for the most part. From here, especially when the melody starts, it's getting to a point where you don't really think about samples and you start thinking about, okay, this is music, and that's always a good sign, right? When you're listening and you're not thinking, oh, like that I wonder if that was like Spitfire audio or if that was Cinemax Studio strings, right? You're not distracted by that as much as just listening to music. I felt that around there. Now, with that being said, this part, the beginning to here, could use some work, of course. It's so hard to get that right. But at some point, I'll spend time to like really massage and get those woodwinds to swell in a certain way and really stand out, as well as these strings. I would say I could probably spend like 10 minutes from here to here just to get that going and make it sound a little bit more realistic. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Um, yeah, he seems to leave gaps until an important moment, then fills them. When you say he, are you talking about Biedrich Smetana or me? Just curious what you mean by that. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the viola, I believe. Yes. So the viola part is this, and it's layered with some Cinemax Studio String solo viola and Spitfire. There's also cello and violin 2 being layered on top of each other. So look. With that being said, I found that what I need to do is swell this up quite a bit. Ah, Smetana. Aha. Yeah. Yeah, there's some interesting ways of like contrast that he does with this. What I was gonna say is I'm gonna slow this down over here, and right now it's at 80 beats per minute. If I turn the metronome back on, or the tempo track back on, it's 115. So um, one strategy I find that's working better is when I go super slow and even doing the faders slow at a slow tempo. So I'm gonna do that. I might even go slower depending, but the more you can capture the those subtleties slower, then the more when you actually play at full speed, it actually sounds more realistic in my experiences. So I don't know how slow I'll go on this one. Maybe I'll take it down to 66 and try that. Here we go. And this is actually, I might want to do it one at a time even, so that when we listen to it, it's just this. Here we go. Right? Yeah, I have to think about that. So this is like a pickup line. I'm just actually going with the ascending line, so crescendoing as it ascends. Yeah, and I probably did a better job actually towards the end than I did in the beginning. Um, but let's give it a listen in one more time. And also, there's a few notes that overlapped and just didn't sound. I grunted at one part. I was like, because this one didn't overlap and it did something funky. Okay, great. So let's do that, and then also this CC7 data right here, from here to here, is interesting. I might even rework that a little bit. Let's try that again. And let's kind of keep it there as the melody kicks in at that point. Okay, so that's the one. We'll speed it up afterwards. I'm just going to do this pass now. Although I do need to solo this so I can really hear the details. I'll try not to click. All right. Anyways, all of that being said, these little changes do help. I'm gonna try one more over here. You know what? I feel like I can go faster. Let's go back to 80 and try that. Okay, let's try that again. One more time. Let's get the feel of this. It's a little funky because of the curve thing. Or the ramp mode. Okay, so there you go. There's that. Let's go ahead and listen to the viola and solo viola together at full speed. Hey, guy. Welcome. It's okay. No need to apologize. Here we go. Okay, and let's see. Something's a little funky right on these two. I don't know what we can do here. So it's still kind of sounding a little wonky. So I'm gonna do a staccato on this one. I'm not sure if it's CSS or the Spitfire. Yeah, it's probably the CSS. Let me listen to this. Yeah, that one's okay. So let's go bring this down. And then, oh, I see. It's probably this one. Okay, that's a little better. All right. So my thoughts are it could actually be even more swelly. And that's the problem with this is like, how do you determine that it's I'm gonna try another. It says reconnection successful, but that doesn't fix this issue that I have here. So I'm gonna have to save, and what I'll do next, and hopefully this doesn't happen again. I'm not sure why, but what I'll have to do is reconnect my Violin ensemble. This happens every now and then. It's really funky when it does, but I thought I solved that issue. I might have been. Um, hmm. Yeah, I'm not sure why that actually happened. Cause that I wasn't really bogging down anything too much. It just kind of randomly disconnected. So my apologies. Give this a second, and while this is happening, let's go over to the score, shall we? So I have the score in front of me. But what I should do is just load that up with you guys so we can talk about it. Let's see where that be. It's in my iCloud account. And by doing this, hopefully by loading this all up, it will be good as new. This one is the INSLP. Oh yeah, here we go. It was my end. No, I don't know what happened. It just happened. Anywho, okay. What we want to do is find that spot. So wherever the strings come in the viola section, where there's this little trill, it goes da 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 da, and then this is where I was working on. So on measures 36, and then going out until whenever that was, 30, probably 39 with the pickups after that. And give me a second for this to unload, but man, oh man, this one is not happy. It looks like it's not happy with me. Okay, anyways, so we have this part where the swells are interesting. So what I should double check here is that there's a big crescendo, and then again there's like a big swell going from piano. You can even bring it up to like a forte, probably piano forte, and then back down again. But I have a feeling I might have to do more of that, so that cello and that viola that's happening here is just not strong enough. In fact, I might have forgotten the cello now that I'm looking at it. So that'll actually be really important. I'll have to double check that and cross-reference. But on 36, let's see if the cello was there. I might have actually skipped that altogether. And looks like this is working okay. Okay, so this is working. Let's we're gonna have to probably use the good old Control-Alt-Delete here, because sorry, is it this one? I keep pressing the wrong button. I'm gonna have to close out Cubase the old-fashioned way, this way, and then let's try turning this back on. My apologies, guys. And once we get this loading, it'll take like a couple minutes. But yeah, this is very odd for this to happen so early on. The funny thing is I even restarted the computer. I usually do before starting a new live stream. So it's like none of this makes sense. But that's technology for you, I guess. With that being said, we'll get back in the swing of things. So we have this one here. Oh, you know what? Let me open up the correct one, because this is an older session, because I did a Control-Alt-Delete and all that stuff. So we're gonna go into my live stream folder. There we go. Aha. We got Weed Stoner Bro. Now imagine you pull up a music sheet and there's just a picture of a lemon in the middle. What chord is that? Let's see. We have the double checking the cello here. I'm getting distracted. So we'll have to double check that, because I think we're missing that, to be honest. It just seems kind of thin, and it would make sense that because the cellos actually didn't do anything there, it's a little bit weak sauce, or just a bit thin sounding. Channel CB7, C flat 7. There's just a picture of a lemon in the middle. What chord is that? A C flat 7. That sounds like a lemon. C flat 7. In other words, a B7 chord. Let's see. Okay, so this is gonna be a little bit of an issue, but it's not that big of an issue, so I'm just gonna keep it going and hope for the best. So going back to what we're saying, cello at 36. Okay. So there's this one. Okay. And then there's this one. So it's there. Okay, so what we need to do is also mess around with that with the violin 2 on this side, and then the cello 1 and viola. That's actually something I need to make sure we're shaping as well. So then now that we're back, let's go ahead and slow this tempo down just a little bit. I'm going to really exaggerate this. There we go. Ah, I see what you're saying. I just saw your message there, Sam. See, so when you say a C flat 7, well, the 7 is implied. It's a flat 7, unless typically if you put that C flat 7 over a bar. So that's what I was thinking. Yeah, I see what you're saying though. Okay, let's move to the other one, which I think we could add the CSS cello to this, actually, to be honest. Would that help? It could, but I think that'll be okay. If we can just really exaggerate this one, we can get this to a certain level where it pops out. Okay, so I'm just gonna mess around with that and see if that does anything. Let's go a little bit faster. Yeah, okay. All right, now we're getting somewhere. So that sounds actually a lot more alive. It doesn't sound as flat to me. But which of these instruments are really doing that? Let's see. Cool. So they're all doing it, as you can hear. It's really exaggerated. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to dial this one down just a bit. It's popping up, and perhaps this one over here too. So let's see. Let's go over like this. Cool. Let's bring that down just a bit. Cool. Okay, so that half of it, which is basically the call, is good. The response side, or the echo side here, could use some work now. So let's go to the cello, violin 2, and this layer of over that I just highlighted, and let's start with maybe the cello. Okay, same idea. Let's go a little slower. Okay, so actually what we need to do is we need to go the opposite way. We need to go loud and then descending. Okay, all right, so let's double check this. Is there a note on 40? I'm just going to double check that real quick. Yes, there should be a note on 40 as well. Is that correct? 40, yeah. E. Okay, so we're going to put an E on both those measures. Right there. Okay. Anyways, that's just a little small detail. Let's try. Should we do the whole thing? Let's just do a run through that real quick. Okay, let's solo that. hairpin's going the other way. It's interesting. Okay, let's try that again. And you know, honestly, if you want to save time, you could probably just copy this and this together and see how that would sound for the other passes. So if I go like this and like this, make sure you go to the left, very left of what you just highlighted. You could probably just copy and paste that like so, and that might work. Let's give it a shot. This is the same Spitfire library, so that would be nice. And then let's solo that. Oh, you know what? I might have done... Let me just double check. Did I do the wrong one? I did the wrong one. My bad. I meant to do this one like this. Okay. And then let that loud ascending downwards in that shape. Okay. And we might want to bring this up just a bit. Solo that. At least for the first two bars here. Okay, good. So let's give that a whirl together. This is at full tempo. This is not the right one. This is it. Okay, a little bit more dynamic now. All right, let's go to the last one. Same idea. Was I highlighted the right spot? I'm not sure. Let's go, just do this real quick. Boom. And boom. Yeah, see, there's if I undo that and then I paste it, you can see the drastic shape difference. That should help. Let's listen to this real quick. Okay, all right, and let's press play. Okay, that to me sounds way better. And then I think I'm really hearing the timbre of this solo violin too. Yeah, so it's really coming through. What we could do then is either EQ that or just bring this down. Maybe bring it down for now. Okay, and let's see. I have a feeling something's not overlapping. Okay, let me double check this real quick. This to me seems a little bit off, but again, it is a lowest note, so it makes sense that it would chop off there. 36. We have violin 2 going. Oh yeah, right here. A, B, C, and then I'm going all the way down again to G. Yeah, that's just how it goes. So the viola carries that over. Okay. So let's look at that and the viola real quick. In terms of volume, that would be important. Yeah, just kind of getting the balancing when it trades off. So there's a kind of a weird cutoff that happens there. Man, that is That's so cool. But you know, with samples, there's something a little bit uh, too like perfect about it, and because of that, you can really hear when it drops out. So I'm gonna add maybe a little more reverb on that side, just a violin too. Okay, let that really tail out. Yeah. Okay, and then maybe what I'll do here is I'm gonna drastically exaggerate that. Okay. A little bit better. Same here. Okay. Anyways, these are small things that you can get hung up on for a really long time. But I think that's all I'll do for this run through. Let's go through to the next section where I was saying we need to fill in, which will be over here at the, I labeled it B section, measure 56. Okay. So what we'll do here is at measure 56, we have flutes coming in. And it's actually pickups. So we have a little G here, G, and another G in octaves. So that's one thing to consider. Oboe comes in. There's a clarinet that's tailing out. And I don't think clarinet oh, actually, the clarinet does come in. Okay, I might have actually done clarinet. Let me double check. No, it was the bassoon last time. Okay, so we just got to do the upper voicings of the woodwinds. We can start there, and then we can add those strings afterwards. Okay, so let's look at oboe. Well, actually, no, clarinet. Let's do clarinet first. We have G and B. Thank God that you don't have to transpose on this score. This is another win in a sense. If you guys ever do a lot of score study, you'll know what I mean. Being able to not transpose is really nice, and this was not intentional, by the way. This just kind of happened that way, so it was nice. So you got C, G, D, G, D, F sharp, and so on. So anyways, kind of going back to how I did this last time, I had one finger on this PDF file on my tablet over here that reads through some of this, and that was one method. The other method was to actually just look at this screen that I have that you're seeing in front of me, and perhaps just playing it that way. In some ways, that was actually better. So this is what I mean. Doing it this way, even like full screening, yeah, that'd probably be even better. And then let's say we do it in a way where there's or is it wrap scrolling? I forget what it's called. But if we do this, then I can go, oh yeah, like this with the right arrow and just look through. And that could work too. The only problem is I would have to look over back and forth. So, hey, Tamashi trying. Welcome, by the way. So we have, again, this strategy, just thinking it through here. If this is the best way, G, B, G, C, and going on. Okay, I'll just kind of read this through and hope for the best. I'll do the bottom clarinet. Okay, so if I go like this and go whoop, and just start playing, I could probably, I'm thinking that maybe I can go sustain on this, and then just go through all the way to the end. Okay. Oh, okay. Sorry. That was already there, this GB. So I gotta just look at 56, huh? Alright, let's see if I can do this. And that way you can read it along with me. Okay. So I hit maybe one bad note. Um, actually, more than one bad note. But yeah, this is just so I couldn't get the page turn in time, so it was this one right here, I believe. But did I get it? Oh yeah, so it was just a D sharp. Okay. Cool. All right. So then what I'll do is I'll just take these notes and conveniently put them over here. This one I'm just gonna approach it just a simple way because these are just your good old long notes. I think they're dotted half notes to be technically right. Yeah. So this is one, and then the other thing is just getting the riders going. So right. Let me make sure that I cut that. Oh yeah, I did. So sustain. Okay, let's do sustain. Or maybe we'll do legato on these ones. Okay, and then on this one I did medium. Yeah, let's just do that again and touch up the faders here. Cool. So that works pretty well. Once we have the bed of strings happening underneath all of this, this will not sound so empty in a sense. But I think we can keep going onwards. Yes? All right. I'm reading through some of you guys' notes. So Tamashi trying, just compose a piece with only C major chord and only a piano 3 notes, C, E, G. Yeah. This music is for the Smetana. It's Smetana's Vlast or the Moldau. If anything, look it up on Spotify or YouTube. Check out some famous symphonies that have performed it. This one is a very special one. Okay, so let's go to the oboes and keep going. So oboes, you have, okay, there's B, E, and so on. So this one I might not be able to play both hands. It looks like they're in octaves, but I'll probably flub some of these keys. So I might just have to, I'm going to slow this down just a little bit. Actually not like this, but like this. Maybe 80. 80 might be a safe bet. Let's just keep it at 80. So this is oboe 2. Let's find oboe 2 real quick. Oh yeah, if I do the left arrow, then it just stays. This is actually better than my iPad in a sense. I just have to flip back and forth. So we have, I'll just play it through once. something like that. Okay, so let's try it. This is measure 53, okay, and let's dial it down the faders. Oh, 56. I gotta enter that in. Oh, okay. Sorry, 1 second. I think I can do this. Sorry. For some reason, I'm not hearing myself. Oh, now it's playing. Okay. Well, something was a little weird. Okay, there we go. Okay. Sorry about that. Here we go again. Oh, man. I'll get this. It's just a lot of coordination. But, you know, this is probably the way to go. Okay, that was rough. I think I do a better job, but you guys can see the all that information I put in there. Okay, let's do that one more time. There's one rough spot. It's actually right over. Oh, I skipped it. Right over here. Oh yeah. So it's kind of a weird oboe 2 line. One more time. Yeah? Okay. Oh, it's actually C natural. Alright, that's just throwing me off. Okay, let's try again. Oh, okay. I actually accidentally pressed the left arrow. Let's try again. Okay, that was a lot better. Da-da. There you go. Da-da. And this. Let's put this in legato. I'm debating if I should just keep it as is. Let's see. There's that. And let's put this over here. So that's all we can do there. There's a sforzando on 68. Would that be bad if I do it like this? Let's see. This one's a little funky. If I go, let's say, marcato, that might actually work a little bit better in our favor to get that to accent a bit. Very nice. Okay, so then on top of this, let's go to the oboe 1 line. And it looks like I'm using east-west for this one. It's been a while since I touched this session. Usually I don't touch any of these sessions that we do live streams. I just give myself a week break with some fresh ears. And you can kind of catch certain things that you might have not caught before. Okay, so let's actually do this on this line instead of that painstaking process of recording, which I'm happy to do. I think I can just move these lines and do it accordingly. So first off, we have this one at the same G, or is it the top G? Oh, I see. So this G is correct. This G technically shouldn't be there, so I'm just going to delete that. Going to the next top half of oboe 1, this should go to C. Okay, and then there should be a line here. So what I'll do is go like so. And just move these accordingly. Okay, this should be an octave higher. Woo! So you got the G. Okay. That is a C and then D. Yeah, that's correct. Okay. Then these are in octaves. Let's go to the next page. So on measure 59, we have pickups E, yes. Okay, then this is B. Right? Or where am I looking at? 59, B. Okay, and then oh, look at that. That's probably not right. 60. I'm looking at 60. So that. Okay. Let's move these guys up. Octaves. Octaves. Oh, this is all different stuff. So that is the harmony line. This is da 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 da. Like that. Okay, let's make this short. And this is the harmony line again. So F sharp, G, E, G, F sharp. Okay. And then the part where it crescendos is actually F sharp, which is spelling out a B major chord on that specific moment. Okay, let's look at the dynamics. So this one, we might want to Let's try just a sustain. I'm not convinced about that. Let's try again. Okay. So let's go ahead and look at this part starting around 55. As you can hear, it's quite louder, so we don't really need to bring this up as much. I'm gonna actually keep it there, but I'll bring this one down. Okay, there's a mistake here. I'm gonna delete that. Okay, other things I've noticed is the note needs to cut off a little earlier. Right there. I held it on. Okay, interesting. So they're saying to hold it on, but on this one, it just sounds wrong if you hold it too long. Let me double check. 65. Yeah, that's weird. 65 is saying over here to cut off that note, the B and F sharp. Interesting. Huh. So B and F sharp just cuts out like the flute does, but the other ones don't. That just doesn't seem right to me. I can see how, like, in a big hall setting, that could reverberate, so you want it shorter. But I think you could just make it longer and just do a quick decrescendo, sort of like that. So it doesn't stick out so much. And if we're to do that, it might solve that problem. Let's try it. There's only one way to find out. Something like that. Sounds a little bit better. It doesn't stick out as much. All right, so then let's look at the next section, which is flute. Let's see if I can try this again. Maybe with enough practice, I can get this going. Flute 1. So flute 1 has some lines. This is in unison. So if I just do one flute, then this layer that, we should be good. Okay, so right here, it stops in unison, starting right on this divisi here. They split, and then it just keeps going. So then that veers away. They're in 6 harmony. Okay. So maybe I'll play everything on the flute line first, and then we'll tweak it afterwards. Okay, flute line 2. Yeah, or should I do flute 1? It might make more sense to try it. Let me try this approach. Flute 1. And maybe just by playing more of the melody, it'll sound more natural and feel more natural. Yeah, why not? Okay, here's 53. So what I'll do is I'm gonna go a little slower, do the tempo, and then let's give it a go. So that was kind of loud. I'm just practicing as we're doing this. Also, everything else looks good. Okay, let's try. let's try that again. Close. Let's make sure that this is in a legato, or let's see, not legato. Let's try medium for this one. I'm gonna put this in the stratosphere so you can't hear it. Yeah, let's try it again. I think I can do a better job. Okay, it wasn't perfect, but let's look at that spot where I messed up, which was around here. Dun, dun, na, na, na. Okay, so this part actually kind of threw me off for some reason because I'm hearing dun 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 on these other woodwind and horn lines even, or in the strings. Okay, but yeah, violin 1 is doing that. Dun 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 dun. So the flute is doing that, and so I just have to copy what the violin 1 was doing. 65. Let's look at that. 65. Now I can go down here on my tablet, and let's try that. Let's go a little bit faster. Okay, so dun da da. This is where I messed up. So B to the G instead, and go like this. You got the G, you got the B, F. B to F sharp. Oh, okay. B dum. So this is where I'm like, whoa. Okay, and then on the next one, we have B to F sharp to B. Okay. On this, we could probably do some quantizing on that, some soft quantizing, and make sure they don't overlap. Cool. All right, so that along with the other one, which would be the flute 2 part, we're just gonna go ahead and glue that together. Where it veers off would be, I want to say 60-ish, 62, around there. Actually a little bit further, 64. Pickups, we're gonna go E, and then C sharp, E, and so on. So we'll fill this in. Okay. Also, let's do a test run with the other flute. What I do need to do is add parts or articulations to this. So let's do legato. Cool. Sounds good. And then starting from here again, we have 65. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. So what am I doing wrong? I think I need to put this back. This should be GG or FG. And then here, this should be D sharp E. Cool. This should be C sharp E D sharp. Here's your D sharp. Oops. There we go. There's your D sharp. Makes sense. So these are kind of going in thirds and sixths. D sharp, D sharp, D sharp. Make sure they don't overlap. Okay. So 66, you notice how there's a little gap there? If we're gonna go to that spot, yeah, it's, okay, no, actually, this one is right. So this needs to be connected, but it's this one where it cuts off. They want you to cut out beat 3, which is really weird. To me, it doesn't really sound right. So I'm just gonna do what my ears are telling me to do, which, and I could be wrong, but I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna decrescendo some of this so that. Cool. All right, so there is the movements, and we'll balance that as we go, and we can go from there. Yeah. Hey, Tamashi, if you're interested in any type of lessons, feel free to reach out. I do offer, as Sam was saying. And in terms of where you can find me, you can go to my SoundCloud account. It's Joshua Stone Composer. Let's go to this next section down here below. So the big part is the violins. Violin 2, viola, cello, and so on. I got the bass on this already. I got the harps, so I think that's what's left, really, is just that. So let's do that real quick. Will it take will it be quick? I'm not sure, but we'll see. Let's go to cello. Let's start there. Cello 2 and cello 1, basically. So on cello 2, we'll start there. Looks like cello 2 is the same as viola 2. Yep. Okay, so interesting. So what I could do is maybe take some of this information. Let's take it over here and take it up a notch. You have your F sharp, you have your G, A, and then B. Boom. Right. So that's that right there. It's decrescendoing. So I could probably just do something like this. Cool. All right. Let's actually put this in. Maybe not actually, because it looks like viola changes a little bit. So let's move on. Cello to next page. Oops, okay, there it is. So luckily it follows a similar pattern. So what we'll do is we'll just copy and move the notes accordingly. So we have B. This is really high. I mean, in terms of the jump. Okay. C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp. Is that right? 62. Oh, no. So I'm in a different spot. That's why it seems so out of place. I'm going to move that over there. Let's try this again. 56. We have G, A, and B. C. It's actually a G. Great. And then moving on. A, B, C. Okay. All right, next. B, C sharp, D sharp. It's actually the same as this one. You have E, F sharp, G, F sharp, G, A, B, E. Okay, this is an interesting one. This is on A sharp. Okay, interesting. Then it goes to B sharp right there. That's a weird line. A sharp, B, C sharp, and then B sharp, C sharp, D sharp, E. Okay, cool. All right, now this is 62, I'm sure. 65. Oh, okay. B da da ba bum bum. Got it. Next is E, F sharp, G, F sharp, G, A, B, and E. And over here we have same thing, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D sharp, and E. Okay. And then we have here B, C sharp, D sharp, C sharp, D, E, F sharp. Yep. Then you have your A, B, C sharp. This is fascinating, this line right here. A sharp, B, C sharp, and then C or B sharp in this case. Yep, like that. Okay, almost there. So then 68, we have B, C sharp, D sharp. Okay, next. Actually, I'm just gonna delete this. Go over here, like so. All right. Then it changes beats. Then it goes to here. Huh. You have your C, B, A, B. Let's see, I can probably move some of these over so you can hear them. Okay. C natural, B, A, Whoa, also an interesting line. Is that right? C B A B C B. Yeah. Whoa. I would never think to write that ever. That's interesting. Okay, and then here you have. All right. We'll have to crescendo that, but this is actually not. Um, hmm. These aren't notes. This is a trill. So over here, let's mute that. Let's bring this over to one of these guys. What should I do? Maybe do that. Do this. Trill this. Or is it the decorative one? That's the decorative one. So then, yeah, this is it. Like that. Okay. Now I can do a trill here. This is probably a whole tone trill. Actually, it's probably a half. When I think about it. Okay, let's balance that, or at least get in the ballpark there. Let's go. Cool. And then, and we could bring that up probably even more down the road, but it does say sforzando, so maybe do something like this. Um, hmm. Okay, that's probably a little more realistic. And then moving on, you have this another run here, 72 E. This is F sharp, G sharp. Yeah, that's right. G sharp, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, 74. Okay, let's go this way. Cool, that's nice. Let's keep it going. So 74 is not right. This should be more like this. It's the same notes. Okay, moving on then. We have A, B, probably just C natural. Is that right? A, B, it's a big jump. That's it. Wow, that's a big jump. Okay, moving on. Okay, moving on. 3 more measures. Da 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 da. Okay. Oh, that's actually C. Wow, it's pretty low. But is this? Oh, I might be actually too low. somewhere down the road I might have messed up here. This is the E. There's your B. Let me just see something. Yeah, this is too low. So what did I do wrong? Octave wise, it should be good. Let me just double check something. 73. Okay, 73 we have E. Okay, that seems okay. But what am I doing here? That's not correct. So that A down is good. This G is good. Okay, maybe the F. So go in here. This F is too low. There you go. And then the last one would be maybe this one. That's it. Da 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 da. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, so all with that being said, let's look at the viola line. So viola line and cello line should be the same, cello 2 line, but it's not. As you can see, it converges right here and then diverges after, but it comes back, it looks like. So that's some interesting orchestration. Why he did it that way, I'm not sure. And why other composers do it this way. I've seen this before many a times where like it stops, but then there's other things going. I'm just trying to make sense of why this viola is by itself. But it is the end of a phrase, so that kind of makes sense, but at the same time, it also gives cello a break, but not the viola a break. You know, to me, it's like, why not just do both? Okay, anyways, so you have this, and then you have this. These are the same, except viola, you're kind of adding more notes in, as you can see. So after like this jump, doo-doo, doo-doo, but then the viola keeps going. So that's fascinating. But I can essentially copy and paste what I've done on the cello, and then just add more notes to the viola line, and do that real quick. Yeah, I think that's the strategy there. So this takes a bit of work. It's like what I like to call painstaking. Now let's look at 72. 72 has this. Okay, great. Then that fills up those parts for the cello 2. And then you just copy and paste it, of course. We'll do that after. Let's look at the viola line as we're talking about that. Let's go to here. And let's go ahead and just fill in the missing notes. So 55 was the measure. Here we go. Okay, so here then we're just gonna add and go. Oh, yeah, this is viola, right? Let me just double check what I just did. B. Viola line, the alto clef is always fun to read. E. B. Okay, so let's see. What did I do wrong there? There's your E, F sharp, G, F sharp, G, A, B. Okay, so there you go. That's it. And it's not D sharp, just D. Looks like. Or excuse me, that's an E. Then you have B, A. I'm gonna solo that. Is that correct? Always have to question that. Is it correct? So you have your B, you have your E, B, A, G. Although I think what's happening is I duplicated notes. Okay, that's why. So I need to push these in and do that. Now we're good. Good. I could probably make this loud for now. Cool. All right, let's go to the next part. The reason why I'm doing this too is this is a great way to learn how to do fancy runs, and then as you do it, you kind of question why is it doing it this way, or why do composers choose to give certain instruments breaks and not others. There's kind of a rhyme and reason to everything. But anyways, we have that. Okay, so let's just keep going, shall we? Right. 56 is the next measure. 56. By the way, if you're enjoying what you watch on this channel, especially the live streams, give it a thumbs up and share this video with anyone that you think would like it. I do have this on Twitch and YouTube, so if you have any composer friends that you think would find this valuable, go ahead and share them the link. Also, subscribe if you haven't already. Any help goes a long way, guys. Thank you. So, 56, we have... Right? Is that right, though? For some reason, I have different notes. I have... C, right? Is that right? Am I reading this wrong? Yeah. C. This would be C. So here's 56. I just want to double check because I was saying the viola 1 or just viola and cello 2 are in unison, but they do diverge here still up until about here. That's so weird. I thought they were exactly the same, but I don't think they are. Oh, okay. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just typed in the notes wrong, actually. So let's double check the viola. When I say VC, I want to say viola, the cello. So over here, this is wrong too, actually. That's what's going on. So this should be a lower C. Okay. Well, somewhere around there I messed up. So here you go. Here's your E. Yeah. Okay. So then, actually, I'm going to push that in a little bit. Okay, so this is actually what should be the case, and it was correct. It is in unison. Then in that case, we'll just add those notes in. So, okay. All right, I just got lost looking at all this sea of notes here. D, E, F sharp, G. All right, this is where we're gonna go from. So we have G, C. Oh. Back to G. F sharp, E, C. Okay, cool. There's still a lot of shaping to do, guys. So after this, this will really come alive, but it's going to take some time. 57. Okay. So first note would be D. Right? Let's see. Okay. Yeah. By the way, I just came back from a trip yesterday night, so for me to get back to music is always something I look forward to. But I feel like my eyes need some adjusting to everything after the going to the casinos and the hotels in Vegas. Let's see here. So we have E. Something is just not jiving in my head here. And I'm thinking I might have copied this wrong as well, or inputted this wrong as well now. Because I'm looking at the viola part, and I just copied this from the viola. Excuse me, the cello part. It's just not working out. So I might have like looked at the wrong measures. I'm afraid. Okay, so from here, and I'll correct that on the cello side. Okay, so let's take that because this is wrong as well. I was a little confused. Okay. Okay, cool. So now there's a little bit of that motor happening underneath. It doesn't sound as empty. All right, here's 57. Yeah. I would like some composer friends, but I don't even have the friends part. Oh. Well, hey, you're making friends here. That's all that matters. I go on trips a lot. Time seems to be getting slimmer, though. Yeah, but you're young. You know, it always seems that way at any age. but yeah, I think when you're younger, it's easier, but at the same time, it's not because you know there's college and all that stuff to think about too, if you want to do that. Okay, so here we go. 58. I feel like I'm just going snail speed right now. I'm gonna pick it up. I promise. I'm just like a little perplexed about this. How many notes there are in this section alone. Anyways, I gotta focus. So we have the next part being also a mistake. I swear I was looking at the wrong measures or something because let me just double check. 58 should have F sharp, but it's just it doesn't make sense. So yeah. This is kind of like a weird domino effect that's happening for me right now. Because if I made a mistake on the cello and I'm copying and pasting, I'm a little like I'm getting a little crazy. So let me just do this and double check. So we have 58. Yeah, interesting. Okay, so that's my viola part. Okay, all right. Let's double check even at the start of 56 one more time. Is it because I'm reading viola part wrong? Could be. So this is right. What about here? Yes. Okay, so that part's good. Something sounded off about here though. G, A, B, A, B, C. Yeah, okay, so that jump should be a G. Okay, and then this should be a D, right? Oh, okay. So maybe I skipped a note. Okay, so that's what happened. Okay, and then more problems. So after that G, there's a D. Okay, this should be a C natural, B, and then G. So that's right. Okay, there's your F sharp. Okay, now there's some clarity happening. F sharp G. Okay, I think we're good now. I'm gonna keep the cello part in place though, and let's do this active part. Okay, so then 58 we have do. There's your C. So no C sharps. This is E minor. Okay. All right, let's get going on this. Let's start cruising, guys. All right. Then we have our upwards movement. So B. Oh, okay. Yeah, somewhere around here. I must have just I was on the wrong page or something because this is not right. What did I do? Okay, so something. I must have I'm like two measures or one or two pages ahead. That's probably what happened. B. Okay, so I see an A sharp on 61. Is that right? A sharp on 61? No, it's on 63. Okay, so let's see. How should I do this? If A sharp's on 61, I'm actually 2 bars behind. What's my final? The final one was 74 or 79. Okay, let's look over 79. 79 is correct, right? It's gotta be. Okay. 78, 77. Okay, let's go to 76, 75, 74, 73. Okay, so on 72, I had that trill thing. 71. That's that really funny line there. 69. Okay. 68. 68 looks okay. 67. Okay, this is where I must have looked at it twice. I'm going cross-eyed, guys. Okay, so let's move this over like that. And let's look at 66. See if I got that right. So where's 66? 66 is A sharp. Okay, I'm going crazy again. This is 67. Uh-oh. Okay, so I take that back. Let me just double check what I just did there. That's correct. 67 is actually correct. Okay. Oh man. 66, 65. Okay, so no, I take that back. 64 though, we have that run. 63, we have this run. Okay. 62. 62 is not right. 61. Let me double check. 61E. Whoa. Are these shifted over? Let's see, 60, 59. Okay, I think I got most of this correct. There's like one or two measures that are just offset. And it's throwing me for a loop, guys. 59. So like this is all wrong. I'll have to change that. But this is good. That's good. And the 62. This is the last one to check. Okay, 62 is wrong. Right? Is this 62? That's 62. Okay. So how did I get that? That's so weird. Let's move this over and correct that. Okay, F sharp. I think we got that. All right. So then on the cello part, let's just fix this measure 60. So on 60 then, I have E, F sharp, G, F sharp, G, A, B, E. $60. Yeah? It's the same, except we're not hitting this note. Wait, hold on. Nope. This is wrong. It's not the same. It's A, B, C. There you go. Okay. Woo-wee. Well, that is that is a challenge, guys. If you're doing something like this, take time, be patient. I might have just kind of rushed myself a bit, but then it bit me in the butt. So on 59, we're gonna go back and also correct this. G A B G A B C D G. Okay. All right, now I can just fill that space as planned with the viola part. If I can get it right. So there's that. Okay. So that should go down to G. Good. Now I'm just thinking, is this the same as this? No, okay. So I just gotta double check why there's an overlap here at 58 to 59. Viola should be F sharp. There we go. Okay, all right. Well, let's keep this party rolling. So then we go back here. Then this has to be correct in terms of being in unison. So let's just trust that and keep going. Cool. next. All right, so this is measure 61. Let me just double check. All right, rock and roll. So this is, that first note is an E. No, actually, hold on. Freeze. Where am I? Oh, okay. There you go. Hey, thank you, thank you. Thanks, guys. Appreciate the support. 62. You know what it is? This is viola. Who created the alto line? I'm just kidding. Okay, all right. That looks good. All right, moving to the next. You know, I realized I did the duplicate button when I was doing the cello, which I shouldn't have because I didn't realize they're overlapping. So the duplicate just spaces it out like this. So there's some gaps here and there. 63. Yeah, I did that. Okay. Okay, so there's your. Now this one does not look right for some reason. B, E. Oh, I see. It starts that second half. Then I just go back over here. Okay. All right, let's double check that section. You got A sharp, B, C sharp, right? A sharp, B, C sharp. Even a D sharp. Okay. Rock and roll. So then C sharp. Yes, C sharp. Okay. Then last one would be A. Oh, A sharp. Alright. That was an interesting line. That's probably the A sharp diminished chord. So then you got your B. Okay, let's keep going here. Oops. Okay. Alright. Okay, and some reason this didn't copy over. I might have deleted it when I was checking notes. 67. Gotta be meticulous on these notes here. Just in general. B, C sharp, D sharp. Okay. Moving over here, we have B. Yeah. C sharp. All right, moving on. This is measure 68. Oh, about 10 more measures to go. Okay, so is this the same? I just gotta double check that. That is suspicious. It is the same. Okay, cool. 69. B, C sharp, D sharp. Back to the B. Okay. And this is a weird divergence too. There's no cello here, so we have F sharp. Cool. Moving on. All right, so where the cello leaves off on that C, the viola keeps going. F sharp. This doesn't seem right. So let's look at the notes. At 71, we have, or we should have A. Oh, the direction goes downwards. Okay, so this is actually different too. Shoot. Somewhere here though. Okay, so somewhere here it's off. 70. Let's look at 70 again. So F sharp, B, F sharp. So from here, this should actually go way up. And that's actually an A. So this is kind of just back and forth movement, I guess, in stair step almost. Well, that's cool. Okay, and then after that last note, it goes to like that. Okay, moving on. F sharp. Okay, let's double check the notes. Okay, so then I have this D. Okay, all right, so let's just double check that real quick with everything else. So this sounds a little off to me. 67, 68. What did I do wrong? Oh, yeah, right there. D sharp. Right there, same thing. And there's also 66. It looks like one of these are not jiving. So 66. Is it D natural or D sharp? 66. It is a D sharp. Is that right? Mm-hmm. Looks good to me. C sharp though. Right? Yeah. Okay, let's press play again. Okay. And 65, I might have made a mistake. Let's see. Yeah, no, actually that's good. But going back to the high notes. No, that's good. Ah, thank you. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate it. If I can just work a little bit faster, I'd feel much happier right now. This is a lot of work. I feel like we're in the trenches right now with these notes here. Okay, so let me fix this and keep going. 73. We have some F sharps and G sharps now, because we tonicize or modulate to the relative major, E major, just for a temporary moment. Okay. Okay, this should be a G sharp. Moving on. Then over here, same thing. Now I could probably just do this. It'd be a little bit faster and then quantize. Okay. Alright, that's a big jump on this one. So this probably will be different than cello. Maybe not. Looks like it's the same. A. Okay, it's not an E. Actually, none of these were an E. It would have been a C. Right? That's what it's saying. But then on the cello, it's saying D. Huh? Is that a typo? Did we find a typo, guys? B, C, yeah. B, C. Interesting. I think I found... Well, and it could be intentional. Let's do it slower. So, I don't know if that's a typo, but let me... You guys can confirm with me. If you guys can read sheet music, 75... 75 is a little bit odd to me. So you have the viola playing this high note right there, and then the cello also playing that note. Am I missing like a clef change or something? No. So this goes to A, D, and then this goes to A, C. So I don't know if that's an error or not, but let me know if I'm reading my notes correctly too, because my eyes are glazed over after all the buffets in Vegas that I was at earlier this week. Okay, I did eat a lot of food, and I'm probably gained 10, 15 pounds over the last 4 days. Anywho, okay, so we have this D, G, or A. There's your F sharp. Should it be F sharp? Yeah, F sharp. Nice. That sounds great. Okay, moving to this part. All right, let's double check our notes. So, first off, it should be like this. Oh yeah, you know what? I just realized something. The coloring is a little off. I'm expecting to see blue, but it's actually it was on purple, so I was on the wrong instrument. Okay, sounds good still. I just wanted to make sure I'm not unintentionally doing this. So let's go here, cut that out, put in here. And as we were saying, we had D, C, B, A, or B, G. Okay. Okay, so I gotta double check now. Am I too low? One thing I realize is, are we in unison or in octaves? So sometimes you are, sometimes you're not. That's what also threw me off. So so like for instance, the cello can hit a low C on my keyboard, but the viola can only go to the C, which is this C right here. So I realize somewhere around there, I have to go an octave higher or something. Let's think about this too. Okay, so I may have done a boo boo again. 74 does not look correct for some reason. No, it's good. But 75, that's probably where it goes higher. Yeah, that's it right there. Okay, so that somewhat seems right, but not. Okay, so from there, you have C, A, F sharp, C, F sharp, D. Okay, so maybe just move that an octave higher. Okay, great. I think we solved that problem. 77. Okay, 3 more measures for this little section for viola. A burly section, if you will. Wow. Okay, now I feel like maybe here I have to go down an octave again. So let's just confirm that real quick. Correct. Okay. And we're in unisons. Okay, and here this might be, I might be a little off on one of these notes. Let's see, C, D, D. Okay, that's what I got wrong. This should be a B. Whew. Okay, going to the next part then. The question is, are we in octaves again? I believe we're back in octaves. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, then let's keep going. Okay, and finishing that off. Finishing it strong. Let's do this. You have E, D sharp, then F sharp. What is that? B? Okay. Okay. So that is the cello and violas together. So as you can see, sometimes they're in unison, sometimes they break away, sometimes they come back in here, and then they finish off in octaves. Also, violas filling in like half of the measures, whereas cellos just only doing one half. Well, let me say that again. Violas do the entire bar, whereas cellos just fill only half the bar. So, with that being said, this is where we can start shaping, and that'll help for the most part, kind of getting us started for the second half, which is now Violin 2 and cello 1. Violin 2, cello 1 are together. Okay, so 55. Let's look at some of the phrasing. And on this one, maybe we'll just use this one again. So if I go here and we go full page, is that right? Or let's see. Make sure there are wrap scrollings on. Okay, there we go. And maybe we could just sort of shape this together. This is full tempo. Let's see if we can do in full tempo just for the sake of timing. Alright, and then we're doing, let's do the cello, or the viola, excuse me. Like that. Okay. I could use my ears for this for the most part. What I'm going to do though is just look at how some of the phrasing is towards the end. So you have the dun 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 dun. Yeah, I get it. I think I can shape this just by ear. Try it one more time. Oops, I'm gonna try again. Okay. So what happens on this part? Am I missing something? 78, 79, and 80. 79 and 80. Oh, okay. I see. This is the repeat, and once we add 55 back in, there's gonna be something there. Okay, I get it. I got most of that phrasing to a place where I thought sounded good. Let's look at this part. Yeah, like that. Just a little bit of a wave kind of thing, wave shape. I also brought the CC7 data up. If you notice that, that kind of helped make it pop out a little bit. Something like that. I wasn't consistent about the dynamics there. Something like that. I'm gonna have to, yeah, give it a little more juice there, if that makes sense, with the CC7. Okay, so that's that, and then we can do another pass with this one. Okay, it was muting everything else. Yeah, that'll be the cut and paste on that part. Anywho, we can glue that together after. I'm thinking out loud. Maybe I'll do that real quick. That way, because once you glue it together, that's another thing to do. So 55 is where it's at. So basically, that little hole that you heard is filled in by this part right there. Okay, and it's a repeat in the score as well. So all we need to do here is just make sure that there's a good amount of transition or blend there. So here we don't have to make it as loud. Same. Good. Okay. So the repeat would technically be at 80. So I'll put a marker there, and let's make a note. Let's just say B repeat. Okay. All right. So with all that, that's only half of the strings. We haven't even done the other portion of the woodwinds on here as well. Like for instance, 73. Yeah, there's woodwinds, but that's actually pretty easy. We can add that in after. But so the order of things will be violin 2 and cello 1. And then we'll fill in the woodwinds, and then at that point we should be done by 105, bar 105. That'll cover us for everything we just did up to there. Okay, so how long will that take? Probably another 30 minutes to an hour. We'll see. Okay, so first off, question here too is should I continue the this layer? I just realized because that's something I'll have to consider down the road. Maybe we'll do that if we have time. But anyways, going to what we're saying, violin 2 and cello 1. So it's these two right here. All right. Hey, Longacre, you here as well. Good to see you. Hope all is well. 55, right? Okay. 55 we have. And on this one, it's pretty much in unison in octaves, I believe, so that'll be good. Let me just double check actually. Maybe they're not in unison actually. There might be a harmony thing for the most part. Yeah, yeah. It looks like we're in sixths actually. Okay, so a little bit of work, more work because of that. What we'll do is we'll start with cello 1, I suppose. Go from there. Alright, so from this point on, I'm just debating if I should like record this in. Man, it could save time and it might make it even more of a hassle. I'm just gonna write it in. Before I would use this step input, I might do something like that, if that makes it easier too. I'm just like, how to be more efficient. That's the question of the era. Because all of these are not overlapping, and they should. I just realized. See, these are. And then these aren't. Same with this. So it's not a big problem, but generally the scripting likes this. Alright, so and then this one's kind of off. Anywho, these are things that we live for as digital modern composers. Not. Okay, so alright, so going back to what I was saying here with 55, what we can do is start cruising. So 56. We have I'm just debating that the last run was a little bit exhausting, so if I were to just type this in, how would that feel? Would that be better? So I know you can change these timings a little bit, so I can go like this and put down like that or like that. Sort of do that accordingly. might be a little faster this way. We'll see. Okay. We can try it this way and see what happens. So we have T. And then I'm actually extending them prematurely. Maybe I'll just extend them out all at once so that they all overlap eventually. Anyways. Okay, that does not seem right. What did I do wrong? There you go. Going on. Yeah. Okay. Shout out to Cubase for making such a cool piece of software. Just because there's so many ways to input notes and make music, it's pretty amazing what you could do with it. And I just looked at the wrong line in general, so let me redo that. Okay. And moving on. Nope, that's last note's wrong. Yep. Boom. So we'll do quarter note maybe, and then switch out back to 16th note. That's the plan. Right, and then go dotted would be better, like that. Anywho, next is right there. Oh, that's a big jump. It doesn't hit a B though, so I'm probably too high. Okay, let's double check that. Yeah, it's an octave higher. Yeah. Although also this one and this one and this one. Let's see. 58. 58. Oh, I must have looked at the same measure at some point and thought it was good. So this one too. This should be an octave higher. Okay, and then this G's good. Right. Okay. 62. This method is slightly faster, but I just have to pay attention to the octaves a little bit more closely. So this B is there. Okay. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. 62. And I'm looking at Viola 1. Or, excuse me, Cello 1. Hello. Cello 1, F sharp. Okay, that's not right because there's an extra note somewhere here. I see. Let's move that over here. Okay, 63. Next. F sharp. Go into here. I should be here. Okay, let's lengthen these guys. 66 is so these A sharps are interesting. All right. Then we have am I missing a note? E. Okay, next measure, D sharp. Oh, look at this. So, on measure 70, you can see here in the cello one, looks like it goes to tenor clef because it goes high. Oh, that's fun. So then if we're staying up here, oops, I have the input mode on. I gotta be careful there. This next note is, I gotta review my clefs. Tenor clef has that hovering over the D note, which would entail C4, right? So then this is F sharp. Okay, and then it looks like this goes up or longer. It's not letting me though. There we go. Okay, so if it's F sharp, then this would be like that. And then let's double check that note. Okay, so let's double check that too. So where's my C? C would, oh crap, I'm looking at viola for a second, so my eyes just played tricks on me. So we have this note again. Yeah, something like that, right? Let's double check though. That's probably better where I'm at. This is an E. Okay, or F sharp. F sharp? F natural. I think this is also another typo because unless they want you to go F sharp, I'll try it first and see. But I think that's a typo. Ooh, I'm not sure about that. That's interesting. Let's look at the recording. So this is the Berlin Symphonic Orchestra. I'll go back one. Okay, so what we want to do there, if we want to try to make that sound realistic, is a lot of swells. But anyways, the reason why I played that is to make sure that there's no changing of the accidentals. So I think it's on F. Something like that. Let's just make sure I'm on the right measure though, because that happens where I skip a measure. Here is 70. Okay, 70 is where the tenor clef starts. We had F sharp, E, D sharp, E. Okay, this one here is an A. Okay, so I think I might have to adjust all this and shift this up like that. I read that wrong. Okay. So that F sharp is good. So what I was saying before was I said it was a typo. That's not right. I was wrong. So going to that G, after 70 on the start of 71, we have F sharp, G, then we go back to A. There we go. That looks better. Okay, now here's F sharp. Let's move this down. E, F sharp, E. Should be C, right? Yeah. No. Am I looking? Oh, hello. I looked at the viola again. 71. So, but it should be the same. Okay. So we're gonna stop here. Boom. That's where I got confused because sometimes I'm looking at the viola since it says tenor clef. Okay. Now I'm gonna treat this like cello 1 and 2 for this other patch, and we're gonna temporarily move cello 1 here, and this is also a trill, like a half, probably a half trill. So let's go to the D sharp. Okay, let's listen to that in context. Something like that. and this can be even louder. Kind of like something like that. Let's draw it in. Alright, let's hear how that sounds. If we can move this over slightly, it might sound good. It's a little bit drastic, maybe. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah, that's a little better. Okay, so then if we do that, we go back to cello here, and then cello 1 continues. Yeah, let's keep going. So we have 73, 73. Whoops. Okay, let's go back into this draw mode and write this in. We got B. Is that right? Or is it this B? I think it's this B. Moving on. We have A, G sharp, F sharp. Oh, yeah. I see. I gotta bring this up an octave. Okay. I think this is actually the same. Okay, moving over. All right, 76, we're almost there. Whenever I see 76 roll around, I get that second win. Although, I gotta make sure I'm in the right spot. There we go. Because this is a page turn and you get to see the final bars. Okay, so 77. We have D. And then we move over here. Okay, 78 goes to E. And then okay. So now what I can do, let's turn this off. And we're gonna go, I guess we can just all around. It wouldn't hurt to lengthen the end note as well, I guess. It's just all around, copy everything I just did from 55 actually and onwards. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. 78. 79. Okay. So from there to there. And then I'm going to press my lengthen key. Okay. So we essentially have cello 1 done. Of course, there might be some typos, so it's good to hear that in context. What I love to do is hear the viola and cello parts together playing at the same time. As I do that, I'm going to go in here and also just do some of the fader work as we've done in the past. Here we go. Something doesn't sound right, right? It seems like it's too high or too low. Okay, and so on. Let's do a couple things. Let's just check at 62. Did I go an octave too low? 62. All right, so we have that B. That's right. This F sharp is actually too low. That's what happened. But then what happens? We got the F sharp goes there. The B should go here. Okay, what about this E that's coming up? So this E is also too low. What about the next part? This F sharp. So these two are too low. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. Oh, okay. What the reason why it sounds a little weird is because this is missing, and then also, is there a typo? There might be a typo somewhere here. So at 69, 69. Okay, yep. Let's see. So you have your D sharp right there. Is this a D sharp? That sounds okay. I think I got something wrong in one of these two though. Right there. Okay, so within the same measure, this should be D sharp. There we go. Cool. And then this also is a little bit funky. It kind of starts a little too heavy. Even though it's a sforzando. Cool. Yeah, let's see if how that will fare with it once everything else is in there. Okay, so yeah. What was I doing? I was also shaping some of this. And I did finish. Oh yeah, I did finish all the shaping. Is 73 too low? Let's double check that now. 73. You got your E, and then you got your B. That one's right. Okay, so right here might actually be too low. So 75. 75. Yeah, this should go way up. Same with this one. Yeah. Okay, and is there a mistake anywhere there? Something sounded weird. Alright, let's look at 77. D natural. This should be F. Okay. So that means then I can go ahead and copy this over. So why don't we do that now? 70. Well, you know what? Before we do that, let's actually copy this over to the violin 2 section. It's actually similar. It's not quite the same, but we can use this as a baseline to get our notes going. That'll save us some time in the long run. So the key though is we got to make sure we're in the right octave. So if I'm at 55, let's look at 55. Okay. Well, I'll read this with you. So at 55, right here, violin 2 plays a G, and this also plays, well, it's different a little bit on. So I'm looking at cello 1 and violin 2. As you can see, they're playing differently, but at some point they converge. So you have G, this is a B. At least the rhythms converge in a certain way. They're playing in sixths apart from each other. Hey, Don Power Ranger, I just saw your note, by the way. And then going to this part here, you have E, G, C, G, C, D. Okay, yeah, so it's a little bit. Oh, actually, no, I'm looking down here, huh? So what essentially the violin 2 is doing is it's similar to what viola did in the doublings. It's filling up some of the stuff the cello's not doing, because the cello's kind of playing the most important notes, like the ones that are tied over like this, those are the ones that the composer really wants to stand out a bit more and outline the chords and whatnot. Whereas the violin two and viola looks like are chattering a little bit more, even though they also tie over and accentuate what the violin or cello is doing. So, anyways, with that being said, let's just do our best. Let's finish this through, see this through. Okay, so 55. We have G. G starts about this G, probably, right? Okay. Other things to consider, this is too low. So I think if we shift this an octave higher, that'll help. Okay, that's the lowest note on a violin. Then we have this. Oh, I see. So I need to do that again because we're in 16ths. F sharp. Okay, and then this is all different, like that. Right, with the right accidentals. Okay. All right, so that's the starting point. Let's go ahead and do that for the other time. Also, this is kind of the end of a phrase, so naturally we want to do something like that. I might want to change that on the cello as well, real quick, before I forget. So this is the end of a phrase. I guess this one doesn't matter as much, but let's kind of bring these down. Okay, anyways, going to what we're doing above 56. So we're going from 56 to about 80. Let's go. C. It's actually a B. No, it's an E. Maybe I'll write this. I'll do a little input thing. Okay, so we have G. Let's try that again. Moving to 57. Right? Okay. Oh yeah, also we have to move these to the right notes, because these are just as like a major sixth apart from the cello. Okay. All right, moving on. Okay. All right. Hey, we got a Twitch friend here, Boa Mum. Welcome. Let's just play this real quick. Okay, sounds pretty good to me so far. So let's just keep it going. From there we have a C. That's not right. Is it here? Yeah, that's right. Okay. What am I doing wrong? Hello. That was a cool portamento slide. 458. 58. What am I doing wrong? A, C, F sharp, G. That's right. I just have to move these notes. Great. B. Okay. Great. B. Okay. Here's A. Should be a C. It's a big jump. C, A. Just outlining an A minor chord. Okay, and then this needs to go down. Third. Okay. So this should be a B. Okay, that sounds good. Next is this one. Okay, let's go up. This is G. Although, am I going too high? Somewhere I need to go an octave lower. Let's double check. 59, 59. Okay, 59 is right. Oh, I see. So this octave, or this entire bar is an octave lower. E, B. Next line. D sharp. Kind of opting back and forth here. All right, sounds good, guys. Thanks for watching. We have D sharp, F sharp, B, F sharp. That, okay, that's F sharp. Okay, 63, 63. About 10 measures in. About 8, actually, but we're getting there. This is a G, so that part is right. Let's write this in. Okay. Okay, next. Huh. That's a weird one. C sharp. $65 we have. Okay. D sharp. C sharp, B. Let's hear that in context. Okay. That's intense. Alright. For the most part, that sounds okay. I might have a typo here. 65. It should be C sharp. See, D sharp, C sharp, B. There you go. There we go. Okay, moving to the next part, we have. Okay. Okay. This is where it gets fun on this little section. You have the D sharp. Right, I keep playing that last note, but it's really this note here. Okay, C sharp, B. Okay, and then this part goes up, it looks like. No, it's the same. Is that right? Let's see, 68, 68. Okay, that's right. 69 though. We have somewhat similar, but not. Right. Whoa, hello. Let's delete this. Okay, so from here we have alright. We're in business. 71. Alright, 71 we do have notes. F sharp. Okay. Then we have E. No, that's not right. Okay, we're almost there. So now we're just filling in this modulation or tonization thing that's happening. It's probably a modulation if you want to be technical. Oh, I already got that. So I'm actually looking at the wrong part. Wrong measure. Okay. G sharp, F sharp, E, B. Okay, let's test this out. Yeah, awesome. Here is 74. Starting there. So this one is G sharp, F sharp, E. Okay. Oh, this is actually a C. Okay, last three measures for violin 2. A, G, F sharp, D. Okay. C natural. Okay. Is there a mistake on this part? Let's see, 75. C natural. Okay, let's listen to that now. Wow, there's a high note here that's hung over. Is that correct? Let's just double check. It kind of sounded out of place, but I think it's right. What I probably didn't do is have the notes leading up to it correctly, which is true. Great. Okay. So the only other thing I would do, just to be on the safe side, is lengthen the notes again, so that they overlap. That makes sense. And by doing that, all the scripting for these lovely programs that we use, Spitfire for this one, and if I end up using these CSS, that will also be important. Okay, so then let's move that over. That sounds pretty good. What I'm gonna do is just make sure that I'm covering all the ahs and ends that I've may have skipped through, such as this one. Bum, 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 this part. So I need to get that going. What else? Let's listen to that. Oh, okay. So that's the problem, if you can see here. So I think the horns can be a little louder in general, so I'm just wondering how I should do that. Maybe bring this up as well as this one. Cool. Maybe here we can extend it out just so there's like a little bit of overlap. And what we need to do is decrescendo that more. All right, I think we've got the strings down for the most part. I mentioned we could also layer the CSS strings in here. It's not that big of a deal to me when I'm thinking about it, but it would add something. It's just not the priority right now. So what we'll do is finish off for tonight. We're going about 3 hours already. Let's just finish off the woodwinds, and the woodwinds could take another little bit, but hopefully we can save some time somehow with this. Maybe I can play some of these in unison and then just spread them out. We could probably do that for oboes and flutes, but not for the clarinets. But yeah, I think we'll be able to save some time that way. Let's do that. Here is clarinets first. Oh, actually, you know what? I could do it with clarinets. I don't know what I was looking at before, but that must have been bassoon. Okay, so let's do that for all of them. Play them in unison, so to speak, with their harmony. So what am I trying to do? I do need to trigger this so that it's in sustain, though. I'll put that up there for now. Here is 73 with the pickups. No, actually, no pickups on the clarinets. Okay. Oh yeah. And then the other thing is, because I'm doing it this way, I have to slow down the tempo. It helps me a lot. And then I'm gonna go and look at it with this bright white screen. I realize that my little video camera right here is covering the screen. I do apologize for anyone that's trying to see the other parts, but I could do this. And let's look at 73 for now. I'm just gonna go ahead and press record. I should probably practice, but I'm gonna, and rather than let's just do it in one take. I just gotta get the timing better. So let's put the click track down in the volume. Let's try this again. I was close. Let's try that again. What am I looking at? I think I don't know if I skipped a page. Let's see. No, it's three. It's just 3 pages. This one, and the one on the left. Okay. Here we go. Okay. All right. So that is that. Let me actually do this view, and let's try pushing this into their right areas. So we have this one as, there we go. Whoa, for some reason it doesn't want to quantize in the right spots. There we go. Okay. And I try to get the phrasing and the dynamics. Hey, Emperor Cheese. No, you're good. I am maybe like 10 minutes out. Maybe 15. So no, I'm not leaving right away. But yeah, it's good to see you. Good to see some Twitch people on here today. It's great. I've been working on trying to build my Twitch account, and so I'm just happy that it's happening. Let's see here. So on this one, I'm just overlapping some of this ahead of time, like so. So now what I can do is I can go here. Let's move the clarinet up. And then this is the clarinet 2 part. This one is clarinet 1, so I'm just going to delete the bottom part. And then let's move this to medium. have to rephrase this because the behavior of this library is a little bit different. Ooh, okay, that's really loud. What can I do? Let's bring this down just a bit. Okay, that's a little bit better. I think this one I might have to re-attack. That feels a little bit more natural doing that way. Okay. All right. So then. Yeah. Hey. So I just saw your question, Emperor of Cheese. Do I have damage to? Yeah. Damage to drum set. Oh. Damage to drum set. I don't have the damage drum set, or I think they call it damage drums, but I have damage 2, if that makes sense. But if you're talking about the drum set in damage 2, yeah, I mean I have damage 2, but I know they have a damage drum set, so I just want to clarify because I've seen that and I've played around with it when I was an assistant. And my boss had it at that time. Okay, so with that being said, we're almost there. We have oboe and we have flute. And that's it for this section. So I'm just kind of looking ahead. I think the oboe 1 and oboe or flute 1 are the same, and oboe 2 and flute 2 are the same. So we could probably knock this down in a few moves. Let's see. Yeah. So they're exactly the same, which is nice. The only thing is, it looks like there's like a rubbing of E and F sharp here. It's not really rubbing. It's not. It's a minor. It's a major second. And it looks like the violin 1 part's the same, so we can save some time, perhaps, by just copying, pasting those lines together. How should we do this? How should we do this? I'd say to save time and just kind of maintain some of the phrasing, let's go ahead and just take the violin lines, put it up here. So we've taken care of that pretty much, and then just shape the line and all the fun phrasing here. Right? Yeah, that's about right. It's a little bit loud. Let's see. All right. So if we were to do that for the other things, which when I say other things, other voices, let's just do that real quick. So I feel like I locked this track or something because it doesn't want to go up. There you go. What we need to do is take what we just done and on the second voicings, we need to bring them down to their correct harmonies. All right, Emperor and Cheese. Yes, percussions. It's on sale right now. I was wondering if it's worth it. Okay, so just to clarify, Spitfire percussion is way different than the damage percussion. If you're going for trailer stuff, damage 2 is the way to go. The damaged drum set is cool too. I just um, didn't really play around with it enough. I'm sure that's really cool for like industrial beats and stuff. Um, but the Spitfire percussion is really good for more orchestral stuff and like Christmassy stuff and whatever else. I mean, it's a more all-around percussion library. The damage stuff is very tailored to like trailer, more modern hybrid, orchestral hybrid stuff. I love it. I use it all the time. Um, but yeah, I would say it depends on what you're going for. I would say if you can afford it, get both. Here's the next one. So we have G sharp. Oh, this should be all parts. All right, so this will be pretty quick. At this point, we're at the home stretch. We're going to move these notes accordingly. F sharp. Okay. Next is G sharp. Got your G, A, G. I got lost. Okay, going to the next page. Okay, last three measures. F natural is saying. E. D sharp. D sharp. Yeah. Cool. And then let's just make sure none of these overlap. And then let's go over to this part. And what we're going to do is we're going to go whoop and whoop. Okay. Now the last thing would be to make sure the articulations, meaning on the expression maps, are good. As you can see here, nothing's assigned. We'll need to fix that. That's a good point. Let's do medium. On this one, let's do yeah, legato. All of these are legato. Legato. Ooh, hello. There's a marcato there. Interesting. I won't mess with that then. Let's go legato here. Okay, and then I think I might, maybe I deleted it already, but I put some notes above there. Was in the clarinet. Okay, I guess I fixed that already. And articulations are good. Okay, so then for some reason this part copied over okay. I just need to copy this one over, 75 or 55 in the clarinets. Do that. Put that over there. That's tricky. The Claire stuff sounds really good, but it does this weird, unnatural crescendos. What if we put all of this down just a little bit? And we'll put this in stepwise mode. Okay. All right. So that's enough for today. Honestly, it's been a long day, and doing this is always fun. But this was also a very long day of getting notes in. It's all gonna pay off. I mean, I think whenever I do this, I ask myself, "Whoa, this is a lot of work. What am I getting myself into?" But at the same time, you won't ever get better until you do stuff like this a lot, or at least get into that mindset of, you know, you could always do better and there's always something to learn. For me, that's what gets me through. And I'm gonna just make sure that at least all of this sounds good from top to bottom. There was something that, let's see, earlier when I was playing this, something got caught. Maybe it's here. Let's see. Ah, look at that. Okay, so this is oh, I see. I did this on purpose. Okay, yeah, we do want that. Sometimes when you have the pedal down, it will trigger some stuck notes. So I was thinking there was like a stuck note on something here, but that was intentional. So what about here? Let's look at the stuck notes. If there are any stuck notes, nope. Okay, all right. Well, without further ado, I'm gonna press play. Just kind of give you guys a recap of everything, and let's see what happens. Yeah, it does look kind of Christmassy too. The green and red. So you can hear that stuck note. That's gonna be a concern when playing it back later too, but I guess we'll figure out where that stuck note lies. But there is one or two things I just noticed. I pointed out with my mouse, but on 83, I'll notice that there's a B and an A, kind of. Usually in the bass line, if there's a B and an A kind of rubbing against each other, normally isn't a good thing. Let me just double check that. Let's check it together. So at this mark, for some reason that's not moving. Okay, so 83. 83 is the actually the repeat, because there's no 83. This is cut out in my version. So what I'm gonna do is figure out how that goes. So this is 80 on the repeat, 81, 82, 83. Okay, so on here, I just want to make sure this A, and it's probably in the bassoon, I'm guessing. That doesn't seem like there's a B there. So I think I made a mistake, which we'll fix right now. So this is bassoon, right? Yeah. So this needs to go down to an A, which means then the previous repeat also right here, 58, needs to go to an A. Still sounded okay though. That was just a small mistake. The other thing was we're missing something here. Oh. So okay, so I'm not sure what I'm missing there. What was it? 88. So 88 is the equivalent of some other measure here. Let me go back over here. Yeah, so something's missing in the woodwinds. So we're missing. Oh, hello. Let me try that again. We're going back here. So we're missing a very important woodwind line, and I'm not hearing it on the second time. So right there. Okay, but over here it's not playing. Okay, so I must have copied and pasted this a little wonky. Let's fix that real quick. So here's 80. Right? Yeah. I'm just afraid that I might have missed something. Okay, so we fixed that little issue there. Anyways, that is it for this stream session. This is part 4. We went quite a bit over on this one, on average, almost 4 hours, but that's sometimes what you have to do. With that being said, I plan on, am I looking at the right camera? Oh, I plan on doing this again next week, so just stay tuned. I'll make an announcement. If you're not signed up for my newsletter, you can do so if you just go to the descriptions down below. And with that being said, I hope to see you guys all next week. Take care. Have a good weekend. Bye.